Good morning. This is Wake Chicago with a weather warning alert. Um, they're saying the power most likely is going to go out for much of the areas affected with the very, very cold 30 below zero. Chicago is um, going to be 10 or 20 below zero in Texas. So they're saying the power grid's going to be hit because of such demand, because every state in the lower 48 is going to be below zero except for Florida, which would be in like the teens or whatever. So get ready. Give you a little better view here. Get ready in case your power goes out. Talk to your family, friends, because you won't have cell after your battery dies. Okay? Because you probably don't have a battery to charge it. If you didn't plan ahead for anything that's coming because you're not listening, I feel sorry for those people. So the worst thing that's going to happen is at 30 below zero, you're not going to live long if you have no heat. That's a fact. Besides, you need water, which is going to turn to ice. Your house will turn to ice, the pipes, etc. Like, now let's pray that this 55-mile-an-hour wind coming from a land hurricane, which started a couple of years ago miraculously. They're called Bombogenesis. Okay? Look it up. As you know, I've been doing weather for 30 plus years now, radar, etc. I won't get into what I believe in that or not, but it's God or the military, whatever. They're saying Siberia is sending a blast of gas, so that's the Arctic air. It's doing what it's doing, no matter what. So if this hurricane that is mixing with a blizzard, then mixing with 30 to 60 below zero plus wind chill, they're talking 30 below zero like regular temperature. The coldest place on the planet will be the United States. If this is not symbolic, by the way, shout out to the INFJs. Like, we see everything in symbolism, so forgive me. But Siberia, Russian War, World War III, etc. This could be some fifth generation war garbage. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's God or the military. Shout out to my new channel. This is over on the Twitter site. It's taken up over there. I'm just building it up. The YouTube site's coming after the first year. So, Alpha Omega Podcast Network. Stay tuned for that. Everybody have a plan. Like, how are you going to heat your home? What are you going to drink when it all freezes? Because you're probably going to heat a tent. So get a tent. Go get some Crisco oil. Go rent a generator right now. Go get some firewood. You only have one more day. The storm is now leaving the west. See how that worked? So, if the power goes out, it's like car insurance. See how it works? So if the power goes out, what are you going to do about it? Where are you going to meet up? Because you're not going to pretend you can't call anybody. Like, where are you going? Like, remember when you were a kid, they used to tell you if there's a fire, like, meet at the corner, get out the one stairwell, etc. Like, talk to each other, please. Like, everybody's going, the storm will probably, in Chicago, it'll usually blow over. This is all garbage. Okay, it might. But if it doesn't mean the power still won't go out. So we get a foot of snow, but then Nebraska gets 3 feet of snow, and then all the power grid is only connected by a couple doohickeys. So if a couple areas go down, it'll go ding dong, like dominoes. See how they work? So if the power goes down out of our control, see how they work? Like, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to live for 2-3 days? It's sub-zero temperatures and a couple feet of snow in some areas. Like, the most important thing is, how are you going to stay warm? You can get Crisco oil. Like I said, put a big candle in there and then put a pot over it. A ceramic one. Look these up now because the internet will be down because you won't have a Wi-Fi to get to it. There's a thing called dark winter they kept bragging about in 2020. Again, I see symbolism. Sorry. If dark winter was this, because remember Texas, they did a practice run. Remember during severes? Remember a lot of people perished? They froze Texas and the power grid was overwhelmed because everybody was running their electric and heat and all that garbage. Now they're saying the entire country is going to be running full balls out. Heat to the metal, the pedal to the metal, whatever your thing is. See how that works? The power grid is already garbage. And now it's going to be maxed to the max. On top of hurricane hitting the Midwest all the way to the plains, or plains to the Midwest. And then the East Coast, it'll dwindle down, but you're going to be cold too. This ain't no joke. You better have a plan. And then where are you meeting? What are you doing? And how are you going to stay warm? And how are you going to flush your toilet? If you have well water and stuff, you're going to lose power. Because I've been through this before. 3-4 days, no power. You got to know how you're going to flush your toilets. So you better fill your bathtubs with people so you have at least some water. But if it freezes, it ain't going to matter. Like, have a plan. This has got to be crazy. Like, this has got her the military, and this is World War III or some garbage. Just a miracle. All this stuff's happening at the same time. Godspeed.